Here's your First Warn Weather forecast first, sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
Well, our temperatures for us this afternoon made it into the mid-70s underneath mostly sunny skies. Those numbers now falling back just a bit, still at 74 in Rockford, Rochelle, Freeport, Monroe. Gorgeous out there. We maintain that mostly clear sky as high pressure remains overhead. So once again, our temperatures will drop back through those upper 40s and low 50s. Very similar to where we started off at this morning. A chilly start, but warming nicely for the afternoon. But look at how long that is expected to stick around. Coming up in the First Warn forecast a little later.
Right now at 5, a Loves Park man's charged with a Wisconsin murder. The gymnast killed in an off-campus apartment.
Plus, Rockford retirees giving back to the community. The local community garden helping to fight food insecurity.
And it's National Blood Donation Week. Illinois' efforts to fight shortages across the country.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Edwards. We thank you for being here. Tonight, a Loves Park man is in jail after police say he shot and killed a college gymnast.
23-year-old Chad Richards faces first-degree homicide charges. He's being held in the Walworth County Jail. Police say Friday night they found 21-year-old Kara Wells shot and killed in an apartment near the University of Wisconsin Whitewater. Richards was in the apartment when police arrived. They say Richards and Welsh knew each other and had gotten into an argument before the shooting. Richards was a former wrestler at UW Whitewater and at Harlem High School. In a statement, University Athletic Director Ryan Callahan said, quote, Kara was a true war hawk, an amazing person, student, and athlete. We are all lucky to have spent time with her over the past 3 years. She was selfless and made everyone around her better.
Tonight, a Rockford man is in the hospital after being shot and robbed. Police say the 40-year-old victim walked into a local hospital just before 1 Friday morning. This happened on 15th Avenue near Kishwaukee Street. So the man says he was stopped and robbed at gunpoint by 3 men. After he gave the men his belongings, he says they shot him multiple times. He's expected to recover. Police have not announced any suspects, but if you have any information, contact Rockford Police or Rockford Area Crime Stoppers.
The Lee County Sheriff's Office arrests a man after a traffic stop turns up drugs and weapons in the car. 35-year-old Jerry Juzwiak Jr. is in custody. Reports say on Monday, just after 6, officers pulled him over on Route 52 near Seals Road. A canine search found cocaine in the car. Officers also located several weapons. Juzwiak is charged with armed violence, possession of cocaine with intent to deliver, and several weapons violations.
Rockford gas prices have dropped 8 cents in the last week. That's according to the latest report from Gas Buddy. The average price here in the Forest City at the pump, $3.44 a gallon. That's 30 cents lower than last month and 50 cents lower than last year. The national average sits at $3.28. Now, experts say Labor Day marked the end of the summer driving season and expect prices to continue to fall for a few weeks. You can find a map of the most gas stations in the area and their prices on our website, mystateline.com. Now, some residents in the Forest City are spending their time growing food for the community.
The Wesley Willows Community Gardens donated thousands of pounds of produce over the last few years. Blake Dietz visited them today, and Blake, this is something they really enjoy doing.
Yeah, absolutely, Mimi. Wendell, the Wesley Willows Community Garden was started over 15 years ago with just 20 gardeners. And today that number has grown along with the garden to close to 70. What started out as a small hobby to bring gardeners together is now an operation donating produce to the Rock River Valley Pantry and thousands of dollars to their senior living community's Good Samaritan Fund. Ken Lemmel started the garden and has overseen its growth. At 87 years old, he said it has a significant impact not just on the community, but on him and other gardeners.
Come out here and garden, I get to know them. In fact, I would tell you, you learn a lot about a person when they are gardening, especially as you go through a whole season from the start until cleanup at the end. I just think this is very worthwhile doing, and it keeps me going.
Now, Lemmel says they'll be close to the largest ever yearly donation to the pantry this year. I'll have more on their efforts coming up in the full story at 6. Mimi.
That's terrific. All right, thanks, Blake. The Illinois Secretary of State and Board of Education are teaming up to get more young people signed up as organ donors. Today, they kicked off a school-based program called LEAD. It stands for Life-Saving Education and Awareness on Donation. It enables high school students to become ambassadors for the state's organ and tissue donor program and earn community service hours. 4,000 Illinoisans are currently waiting for a life-saving organ donation. Every year, 300 people on that list die waiting.
Young people rank among the least inclined to become donors. In fact, 2023 marked the lowest number of sign-ups for Illinoisans aged 16 to 21 during the past 10 years. That's a 38% decline from a decade ago.
Janulia says the LEAD program was inspired by Brittany Payton, daughter of Chicago Bears running back Walter Payton. She launched a teen organ donation awareness campaign as a high school student after her father passed away.
This week marks National Blood Donation Week, and Governor J.P. Pritzker is joining multiple governors to declare Wednesday National Blood Donation Day. This is in response to blood shortage across the U.S. Here in Rockford, the Rock River Valley Blood Center is facing critical shortage of its own, especially after the holiday weekend. It's holding special giveaways for donors through the 7th. It operates 4 locations across the state line and accepts both appointments and walk-ins.
The union representing workers at one state prison is sounding the alarm about inmates being transferred out. We previously told you the state began moving prisoners out of the Stateville Correctional Center. This comes after a federal judge ruled the facility needs to be closed by the end of this month. Now the union says the move is creating chaos and confusion. Last week, workers at the prison picketed, calling for no chaos and no layoffs. They support building a new prison, but say the Department of Corrections should make the immediate repairs. The agency said the facility needs to continue to operate while a new one is built.
That's going to be smoother, better, and safer for the incarcerated population, for their families, for employees and their families, and for workers at other prisons that are short-staffed and not equipped to receive these Stateville individuals.
The Department of Corrections has said Stateville would be closed for 3 to 5 years during the rebuild, and all prisoners would need to be relocated. Some employees at the Correctional Center have already begun to transfer to other jails in the area.
One Illinois village is getting help from ComEd to make their cars more eco-friendly.
And those vehicles can reliably serve critical public functions. An all-electric fleet of public works, police, and fire department vehicles is a clear indication that the EV future has arrived for municipalities. Meeting our climate goals is a responsibility we have to future generations to leave behind a livable planet.
Skokie, a suburb of North Chicago just north of Chicago, is expanding its fleet of electric vehicles. That's thanks to a $45,000 grant from the state. They are the first Illinois communities to get rebates from ComEd's electrification plan. That plan is funded by the State Climate and Equitable Jobs Act. Illinois has set a goal of reaching 1 million electric vehicles by 2030.
Still to come, today marks 1 week until the next presidential debate.
And both campaigns' plans, they are getting ready to discuss key issues to undecided voters.
And coming up at 6, the Rockford Animal Shelter is at capacity. The incentives they're offering to adopters after an influx of pets over the holiday weekend.
It has been another beautiful afternoon as temperatures today made it into the upper 70s. That after dropping to 49 here this morning. Gets a little chilly once again tonight. How long that cooler pattern sticks around coming up in the first warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
We're just 1 week out from a showdown on the debate stage.
Next week, Tuesday, Vice President Harris and former President Trump will go head-to-head. Hannah Brandt has a preview.
Presidential candidates are trading attacks out on the campaign trail.
As we fight to move our nation forward, Donald Trump intends to pull us back to the past.
Kamala Harris has failed you. She has failed as vice president.
But next week, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will face off in person on the debate stage.
At this point, the race looks like it's kind of 50-50. I think both candidates have a ton to lose from this debate.
Political science professor Todd Belt points out the last debate had huge consequences.
One debate actually cost the nominee their entire campaign. And people are wondering, could this happen again?
Going into the debate, the stakes are high as both candidates try to move the needle in this really competitive race.
Harris obviously has the momentum. Donald Trump is trying to turn it around. It's anybody's election, and this could be a really critical event.
It remains to be seen whether this debate will give voters new insight into key issues and where the candidates stand on them.
It's up to the moderators to really hold these candidates' feet to the fire so that they can tell people what would America look like under their leadership.
But Belt says a lot of voters likely won't watch the entire debate.
That's why the candidates are always trying to get that good zinger or something that's going to be repeated over and over after the debate, because that's when most people form their opinions of actually what happened.
The debate is set for September 10th at 9 p.m. Eastern on ABC News. It'll be in Philadelphia, but there will not be a live audience. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Back here in the state line, we saw some cooler temperatures today, and it could be even cooler by the weekend.
When we come back, Candace lets us know what to expect. Her full forecast is coming up.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Lots of sunshine out there this afternoon as we take a live look with our Mercial SkyTrack camera in Beloit this evening. Mostly clear skies will stay with us as our temperatures made it into the mid and upper 70s today, now dropping back just a bit here. Those overnight lows will fall into the upper 40s, low 50s. We're at 74 in Freeport, Rockford, 77 in Janesville, and 74 now our temperature down in Rochelle. Our weather watcher Terry down in Genoa this last hour, 77 degrees, dew point at 54, and a light southerly wind now at 4 miles per hour. Our wind stays light as we go through the night, so similar to what we had last night underneath a mostly clear sky, very dry air. In fact, notice our dew point temperatures kind of teetering between those upper 40s and low 50s, which signifies a pretty dry air mass in place thanks to that high pressure system. Now our temperatures more typical of what we would expect come mid-September, so not drastically cold, but by the weekend you're going to notice the difference, at least for a short time, as a strong cold front comes in and drops those temperatures. But when we look at our numbers here through the month of September, we lose roughly about 10 degrees when you look at that average high to average low throughout the month. Average high typically right around 80 degrees. By the time we get to the end of the month, those numbers sitting closer to 70, and those overnight lows down into the 40s. We just average over 3.6 inches of precipitation, but our rain chances, while we have a few coming in late Thursday evening, really look few and far between. So I think that could be the downside to this weather pattern, those dry conditions. We do need the rainfall. High pressure overhead stays with us as that high scoots a little further to the east. What that'll do is shift the wind more to the south. Now we see plenty of sunshine again tomorrow, and that'll bring our temperatures into the low 80s for tomorrow afternoon. We tug up just a bit more moisture Wednesday into Thursday, so gradual increase in cloud cover. Here comes the cold front on Thursday evening. It'll bring a few passing showers, maybe about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rainfall, and then that colder air comes in behind by the cloud cover filtering in. So Friday will be kind of a brisk day on our transition day, so we end up with more cloud cover and some gusty winds for Friday afternoon. When we look at this on a more local scale, you can see as that cold front comes in, winds are from the south. Throughout the afternoon and evening, that wind will turn back around to the northwest. As that colder air filters in on Friday, we could get a couple of spotty showers here and there through the afternoon, but again, not expected to amount to much. Now, the energy associated with that system, we have to look all the way here out to the Pacific Northwest. You can really see that counterclockwise spin. So a fairly large low pressure system kind of gets absorbed into the jet stream. and dislodges that colder air there up to the north. So temperatures in the low 70s on Friday will drop through the evening. Highs on Saturday in the 60s. We won't actually be that far from a record cold high temperature for Saturday afternoon. Yet to be seen if we get that. 64, I believe, back in 1949, I want to say, was that cold record high. But it's short-lived because our temperatures are going to warm back up. Notice we're close to 70 again by Sunday. Those overnight lows too, they get a little brisk out there. We may end up with a bit more cloud cover on Saturday, but we're back close to 80 by this time next week.
Thank you, Candace.
Scottson next with sports.
He's going to tell us how the NIU Huskies are approaching their game with Notre Dame this weekend and the steps they're taking to deal with the aura that is South Bend.
Now sports with Sports Director Scott Lever.
NIU's football team is gearing up for a game that has been marked on the calendars of coaches, players, and fans for a long time. The Huskies will play at Notre Dame this Saturday afternoon for the first time in school history. And the Fighting Irish coming off an impressive win at Texas A&M last Saturday. NIU destroyed Western Illinois. Most of NIU's players have never been to South Bend, and they've never seen the Notre Dame campus or the stadium. Coach Thomas Hammock wants to get that out of the way Friday evening after the team arrives in South Bend.
We're going to get there Friday and have a look at the stadium. You know, these kids are different, right? They want to take the pictures. They want to do the social media. So the quicker we can get that done with on Friday, the better we can be on Saturday. So, and then obviously on Saturday, we'll be locked in, ready to play.
Well, NIU teams have played in big venues many times over the years. Nebraska, Iowa, Boston College, Ohio State, and Michigan are a few of them. Coach Hammock is a blueprint for how to approach these types of environments.
For us, it's a tremendous challenge. We obviously know it's going to be a hostile environment. We worked crowd noise this week. There are going to be a lot of things that go into the preparation standpoint. But for us, it's about making it about us and how we prepare and how we go execute. We know it's going to be physical. You know, Notre Dame is going to stand in the middle of the ring, and we got to walk to the middle of the ring and match their level of intensity.
Notre Dame will take the field Saturday as the 5th-ranked team in the country. That's according to the latest AP poll that was released today. Georgia is still number 1, Ohio State number 2, Texas is 3rd, and Alabama is 4th. Well, the Cubs have 2 problems going into their game tonight against the Pirates. One is they have to face Pirates ace phenom Paul Skeens. The other is Justin Steele has been scratched from his start because of a sore elbow. Kyle Hendricks will start in Steele's place. And the Rockford Rivets are feeling very good about their just completed season. They not only made the playoffs, but they also set a franchise attendance record for the season. They drew a total of 43,684 fans. That's an increase of 14% over last year's total. The Rivets ranked 12th overall in the Northwoods League in attendance. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Our first morning interactive radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More stays pretty quiet here as we head throughout this evening. As far as temperatures are concerned, we are down into the upper 40s and low 50s. Plenty of sunshine tomorrow, climbing back into the low 80s for the afternoon. Dropping temperatures then behind a cold front Thursday night, as we'll see those numbers fall through the 70s and then 60s by the time we get into Saturday. But our numbers warm back up as we head into next week.
Thank you, Candace.
And thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you at 6.